Usually because of these fast expansions, people like to get combat shield first because it takes 3 shots instead of 2 to kill a marine. But in this case, Love is going for the stim first instead.
Hmm. Now he's getting combat shield.
Mhm.
Huh. I don't know. Love has his own way of doing everything. 'Cause, like, he's not like your standard Terran player who just like looked up builds. He switched from he's played every single race, and then when he switched back to Terran, he just like did all his builds on his own. So like he'll do things backwards and it'll work out for him, and he's more of his own player. Not to say like other players are.
No, I
not
think
their own
I
player,
completely agree with you though. He definitely has his own sort of thing going for him.
It's like looking at a player like Slush against like someone like Idra, like who everyone plays like Idra, and then Slush will do some freaking crazy stuff. And Brandon says Combat Shield is better to get first because it's faster and will beat Stim from Terran.
Does it? Oh, I don't know. All I know is that Marine King got it because he saw Banshee opening or something like that, and it takes a lot of hits to kill a Marine when you're doing Banshees or something like that. I don't know, but I don't play Terran, so Brandon's probably right.
I mean, the only thing I know about Terran is I think that the Reaper opening is Jesus, yeah. The best opening, in my opinion, at least, is Reaper, just because you can get the scout off. You have the ability to kill something like you can scout if they're going for something like Banshee, so that you can know if you need.
I like this bunker here. I don't know if it's in a perfectly good position, but it almost looks
drop.
Good. The stim into the the Hellions.
Snipe this.
I think he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it.
Oh, and he's focusing it down.
Oh, just gets away. But
It's
no.
getting away with no health. If Love is really paying attention, he can send one Marine down here to the path with his medevacs going.
You know what I just noticed though?
What?
Okay, so Love took the 1-Rax expand, right? He has his third going. He's about 10 harvesters ahead.
11.
Ramley just got his expansion going, so Love is way ahead. Up by 30 supply right now at the 10-minute mark. That's insane.
Ramley is definitely. I mean, his only hope right here is to do some crazy damage
with these 2 Banshees. Yeah.
He's got. I mean, to make up an 11 harvester difference, and it's only going to grow because Love has his command center down. Is he building another? Oh no, that's Ramley that's building his command center. Okay. I got them backwards.
Love really needs to. Yeah. Okay, this is sort of bothering me. There's one Marine at the watchtower that was slowly killing all of Love's Marines. To be completely honest, I think Love can take this right now.
He possibly could. I mean, there's Blue Flame Hellions at the top of the ramp, and those destroy Marines.
But stimmed Marines. I think this is going to be.
Oh, he needs to be really careful here. Love does. Just not to get lined up or clumped too. Oh, and he's got this.
Ooh, Ramley not really attacking for a second there, and sort of.
Oh, and Ramley GG.
Stuttering on what he wanted to do, which I think might have just cost him the game.
Definitely. I definitely agree. I mean, Love was just ahead that entire game. So, as we go into the next game, this clan war is pretty different than most of the other ones we play. We're gonna have.
Yes, please explain.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's best of 5, right? So each team picks 5 players. So it's kind of set around like how EG Masters Cup is. So each player is going to play a best of. Oh, each set of players is going to play a best of 3. So Love and Ramley are going to play 3 games. So if let's say Love wins the next game, HTPK will get 1 point, and then we go on to the next best of 3 with 2 completely new players. So that'll go on until one team gets 3 points. So you get a point. So basically, you get a point for winning a best of 3.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense, I mean most of the
very
ones
different
we play are all kill, which is like GSL. This one is set kind of more like EG Masters Cup, if you guys are familiar with that.
I think you explained it pretty well.
Yep. So, but right now it's losers pick. So cVo is gonna pick cVo Ramley is gonna pick his the next map. So it kind of things kind of change here because usually it's like, okay, I played a TVT. Now cVo is gonna send out their next player. But in this, it's like, okay, Ramley and Love are gonna play possibly 2 more games, and the thing is, like, this is where you can kind of get inside your
mind games. Yes.
Yeah, because Ramley knows what. I mean, if each player only has 1 build, Ramley knows exactly what Love's gonna do, and even if Love does something different, what Love just did is going to be in Ramley's head that whole time.
It's gonna be like if Love goes gasless, and then like once the scout goes away, he throws down 2 gas. Ramley might think it's a 1 Rax expand again or something like that.
Right, definitely. So I mean, like, this is where you can see like Love can really take a chance here. He can try to go for some all in, and if it doesn't work, he could just go back to his standard.
He still has another game.
Yeah, he's got some room to play around.
On the other hand, though, Ramley he has to play either like really safe or pull something out right now, because if he doesn't win this, then that's going to be a point for us.
Because I mean, that seemed like, I mean, for what I know about TBT, it seemed like a pretty standard, like a macro game, if you will, I guess. Like, not like a cheesy game. No one really did anything to end the game early, except Love just.
I think Love.
Initial push just won.
I think Love might have had sort of more of a build order win, because he's always been good about scouting and stuff, and he knew that there was going to be drops, so he positioned himself nicely for that, and the pressure that Ramley put on just didn't do anything, and ended up in Love winning.
Well, it's like, from what I know of this matchup, it's like you can either go bio, and you'll eventually get tanks, like you go pretty marine heavy and go into tanks, or you go straight into mech. So it was just, that was Love going bio, and Ramley trying to make his way towards mech. So, I mean, that could even get changed up. Love could try to go for mech this game, and Ramley could be the one that's going for bio, or they could both go for bio. This could go a bunch of different ways. And Love could go like 2-port Banshee, some cheesy something.
Yeah, I was just to say Love could do like a proxy 11-11 or something stupid, even though that's not good in TBT. No, that doesn't. Not at all. But
it's like, okay, funny story. So we're gonna be on MLG. Funny story about this map. CSL, we have a TBT. This was like one of our first games of the season, and our player, Dr. Spurs, goes up in a TBT, and he's like, man, I suck at TBT. We're like, oh man, just go proxy, you know? Proxy, Cloak Banshee. He's like, oh, it's a great idea. So he goes, you know, he's in the bottom left, other guy's in the top right, obviously, whatever. And so he proxies he goes for his first barracks, builds his factory and his base, and then goes out to build his proxy Stargate. We're like, oh, this is sick. But we look, and the other guy is doing proxy Stargate in the exact same spot, so it turned into like this crazy Cloak proxy Banshee. Like, it was a total base rate.
That's awesome.
Ridiculous game I've ever seen in my life. So, I mean, anything can happen in TBT.
I don't want to, like, go completely off topic, but I had a PvP where we both 2-gate proxied on Metalopolis, and the same thing happened.
Like, at the third or whatever?
Yeah, at that third, same place, 2-gate proxy. It's pretty funny. Anyway.
Alright, so, in our top right position, once again, trying to close out his series, we've got HTPK Love. And trying to stay alive down here in the bottom position, which just sounds horrible. cVo family.
Of course, you had to bring that up.
Do you consider yourself more of a top or a bottom? Well, nothing to speak of yet. Ramley is there we go. Wow, Ramley's gonna send out his like an 11 scout.
This is interesting.
Finishes. He could just be going for proxy Rex. I see 1 barracks in his main.
Maybe like proxy factory with like siege up in front of Love's base. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he needs to. I mean, this could just be his standard scout time.
Well, I don't think he scouted at all in the last game though.
I don't know. I was gonna say I don't remember, his scout timing in the last game. But, I mean, he's just going straight to Love's base. So this is probably... I know when I play on 2-person maps, I always tell everyone, like, I hate playing on 2-person maps, like, especially against Terran, because it's so easy for them to just proxy Rax you, because they don't even have to scout. You know what I mean? Even on, like, 3-person maps, they can put it in between in, like, some random spot, and they can go to both bases.
Well, he did get gas, I mean, but he does have SCVs on him, so anything is possible.
Yeah, it looks like it was just like an early scout, because he knows, it's kind of like that whole mind game thing, he knows that he needs to win this game, he doesn't want to lose to some proxy.
That's true. Maybe he's thinking, like, since his opponent is F1, maybe his opponent is going to try something fancy in proxy.
Right. Jeez, once again, Love is up by 2 supply already. I just don't get
Love taking the initiative.
it. I mean, he's just seems to be ahead of Ramley.
Maybe his mechanics are just better. I don't know.
I mean, I think it just comes down to, like, from the beginning, he was a little bit ahead, so he just got his split off a little bit earlier. You know, Ramley might have, like, a computer. He might be playing on a MacBook like me, dude. And he might get into his games about 3 seconds late. No big deal. You know?
Looks like Ramley's...
Throw down the second, what the heck is that thing called? The refinery. That's what it's called.
Oh, dude, Love is going Cloaked Banshees.
I called it.
Ooh.
I think you owe me some.
Wait, is he going proxy Cloaked Banshees with that other SCV, though? Dude, did you completely... at the third.
I didn't even see that. That's exactly what it looks like.
No, I've been following this SCB and I was like, Love might do something proxy, and you're like, why is he putting down a double get? Oh no, he's not gonna proxy.
This SCB that's like slapping its face into this refinery.
It's really mad at itself.
Yeah, it just hates itself. He's like, you know what? I'm depressed as fuck. Wow, it's just like into this thing. Look at my vision, dude.
No, dude, I'm on it too.
Oh, dude, I got the camera angle and everything. He's just like, I don't even want it. Oh, now he moves it. What's this? I mean, this is probably just like in PvP or in PvT. Like I always like.
Oh, he does see the Hellion, which is gonna be good.
Yeah.
In the four Marines at the top, Love should know that he's going for some tech. Love doesn't know what tech, but Love should expect.
Bro.
Love.
Looks like
Love is going for a 1-1-1.
What is he putting? So he's gonna go Banshees with a reactored Marine. Huh.
Is Love going Cloak Banshees? I mean, 1-1-1.
Yeah, they're both going 1-1-1. This is,
Love, I thought was gonna save up for Cloaking Field. Looks like
cVo Ramley is throwing down an expansion first.
Ooh, maybe he's doing sort of like a Banshee pressure instead. Actually, this
he's
could...
getting a Raven, so I mean...
Oh, really? This is weird.
I mean, which is gonna... I mean, Love is going Banshee, but he's not getting Cloak. So, I mean, the Raven... I don't know if anyone knows this, but Ravens are actually detectors. I know Terrans don't ever build them, but yes, you know, all the times that you see a Terran lose the game because they walked over burrowed banelings, one Raven could have saved their life.
You know what?
That's... I don't know, dude.
I think Love's just gonna go for a standard 1-1-1 timing, to be completely honest.
What? He's getting the Viking? He's going for siege mode? Oh, okay, so the Viking for vision. Didn't he build the Banshee? He's got one
I think it's actually really standard for Terrans to get a Viking after their first Banshee, because, especially since Love saw at the top of the ramp those little number of Marines he knew he was teching.
He saw Hellions.
Yeah.
Chances of a starport
were pretty good.
Makes sense.
It does.
Huh. So we'll see what goes on here. Ramley also has a Viking, so the Viking count, I mean, obviously, is even. Love's even going for a medevac. Huh. This is...
Love targeting down a Marine at one point. I don't know if...
This is like that, the StarCraft... No, Love! Oh, and he missed micros the Banshee and he was down. Dude, he really needed to get his StarCraft Master on and try to pass level, what was it, 35, 25?
Dude, I passed every level. How about you?
I like quit after I got to 25 because when that came out, the day that came out, I was sitting in a hotel room in Minnesota getting ready for CSL LAN.
Yeah, that's right.
And literally everyone at that tournament that night apparently just decided that they were going to beat StarCraft Master because I had a stage match, my first round. So it was the first game of the day, stage match, and I go up there, and the guy has that. I'm like, dude, you're Pexing your 1v1s. What the hell are you doing? StarCraft Master all night. Like, everyone, you'd be going around to the booths, and, like, everyone was just playing StarCraft Master. No one was, oh, no!
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, but I don't think this is a very good siege up for... Oh.
Oh, wow. No, Love is going to lose this one siege shank.
He's going to lose these siege shanks and these Marines because the air superiority gives him vision.
Oh, God. Love needs to just unsiege and back up right now. He's just losing everything right now. Wow. Ramley could just unsiege like he's doing right now and just push right into this tank.
That's... Okay, so Ramley actually has the army advantage, well, sort of obvious. But he also has the slight SCV plus the base advantage, so Ramley's actually really ahead. Yeah.
No, this is not good for love. He needs to